Alright, hopefully this is working. Literally just a test today to see if this whole concept is going to work. And just do it moving around so it fits here. What can I do to get you to zoom out, Mr. Camera? Still a bit of a mess in here, but we shall see how much of this I'm going to achieve. So tonight is just me testing this stream setup to see if it's actually working. It is working. Oh, that's a good start. Yeah, at the moment, as you can see, it is still very much a bus. I have a huge amount of work ahead of me just to gut this thing and strip it out to a shell and then start building it into a home. Still got heaps of junk and everything around everywhere, which I have to get rid of. Watch that fall over in a moment. Get out of the way, you. It'll probably happen. Balancing a piece of wood up against the windscreen. Probably not one of the most clever ideas, but hey. What's it going to fall on? Anything I'm going to take out of here? Well, pretty much everything. It is definitely looking a lot better to what it did when I first got it. The guy had been using it basically as a junk storage, and it was literally full of junk. So far I've managed to take 2 sacks of rubbish out of here, but I've got it down now to hopefully mostly all out. Still got piles of old clothing in here, and towels and all sorts of random rubbish. Somewhere underneath all this garbage is seats. And bits of bus. Is anyone typing? Because something doesn't seem to be working here. Yes, well, I have to blame Primus for that one, Micah. I do have to stream working on it. He wants me to. He's the one who's not here at the moment. Haha. I reckon. Tiny set of jumper cables. There's no way that these are big enough to jump the engine in this thing. Barely big enough to jump the engine in my Toyota. Well, yeah. Random bit of tubes and everything. I do have a video of me just walking through, if you don't mind, somebody who can't decide whether they're going to be in portrait or landscape mode. Shut up, Wood. Of what this looked like the day I got it. And there's been some interesting free gifts in here, like a nice big extension lead, a lot of woodworking tools and various sanding blocks and all that sort of stuff. And even a set of snow chains were hiding in here. you. But I'm pretty sure I've now managed to drag all the rubbish out of here. I don't believe there's anything left. Oh, are you not hearing a wood? I may have that muted, and that's too far away from me at the moment to unmute. No, what am I talking about? I'm already peed into that frickin' stream PC. I should be able to turn it on from here. Hold on. Shut up. I did not add that as a stream source in this particular view. So, add audio input. Existing, add that. There we go. There we go. Now maybe if Wood actually says something, you might hear him.
Wait, you might have fixed it.
I don't know. You'll know more than I would. I don't have a preview.
Yeah, you fixed it.
I fixed it. Not bugger. You can hear yourself now. Well, I am not going to start unboxing seats tonight. I really just wanted to make sure this stream actually worked. You hear me twice? Oh. I can fix that too, but I know what that is. No, click the wrong thing.
You were moved to channel welcome by Grobik Stream on CCNZ.
That should stop the double echo. It's because I'm using a different TeamSpeak account connected to the same server that my normal PC is connected to, which will be going out over the stream. Welcome to my world when I'm streaming. Just one Groby, eh? Thank God for that. One's more than enough. Oh, got a heater. I ain't got any power to run a heater, but I have a heater. At the moment, the back wall down there is actually a fake back wall, and there's another 1.5 meters behind it. So that's got to be ripped out. So, actually, everything needs to be ripped out because I have to get this back to a bare skin so that I can actually repaint and then start insulating and building walls. But the stream is working. That is mainly what I wanted to know for now. And I'm going to start ripping seats out of here tomorrow. So I will probably have this thing. It's a storage area where basically they would have put baggage and other stuff. It had spare parts for the bus in it. I actually really don't know why they needed to make it quite so big. Like the emergency door is actually behind that wall, so that's clever. If you ever needed to get out of here in an emergency, then you've got the front door or a solid wall. And the wall is actually steel paneling, so it's not like you're going to knock through it in a hurry. But it does have the old glass break things. It's actually got one. It's actually got an alarm on it. Interesting. I did not know that had an alarm on it. But yeah, it's actually got the glass break thing on one side. I thought there was one on either side. Yep, there is one on either side. What was that, Mike? I actually missed that text-to-speechy. I need to be focusing, otherwise I'm going to miss those. Go away, Discord. I did not ask you to open. You're not the text program I am after. Bring the chat window up. How did that get a cert? I have no idea, but it did. It's been like that since new. That's a factory wall. So I guess it got the cert because it's got the glass break units there for smashing the sides, and the front and back windows are actually got emergency exit brake glass on them. So I guess that's how it got its cert. At the moment, I cannot get it a cert because I don't actually hold a bus passenger license. So I cannot actually go and get a COF for this thing until I remove the seats, and I also have to replace the driver's seat. Yeah, I don't really want to know what else they did in that storage compartment. Apparently, the previous owner did sleep in there, so... Although the amount of rubbish I took out of that storage compartment, I really have no idea how the hell he managed to sleep in there, but hey, whatever. Ah, Tassie's here. Yes, exciting times. I have a huge amount of work ahead of me. Does anyone want some seats? I have a few spares. I don't even know how the hell these things come out. It's going to be fun. Oh, yeah. There's bolts. 4 bolts. That's all that's holding the seats down. They're actually really super comfortable seats. I do like them. I'm going to be keeping these two here, and I'm going to take another set and spin them around so that I've got and put a table in the middle here. Probably can't actually see what I'm talking about. The camera's too close to that. But basically, those two there. Yeah. So if I move this out and get it tangled in everything so that I can't move it, let go of the wire. So camera up. So these two are going to stay here. At the moment, I've got my streaming laptop here, and then can't get far enough away because the camera cable's too short. I'll have to put an extension on that. And then the main door is right there. So, the table is what I just stuck here to put the streaming PC on. This is the only spot of the bus that I'm not going to be modifying for now. So this camera is got too far a focus. I can't focus it on something that close, and it's pitch black in this corner as well, so that doesn't help. But yep, this is my project for the next God knows how long. Oh yeah, it's got much less rust to deal with, much newer bus. A lot shorter than you thought. You probably missed. It's hard to tell it on cam anyway. Yeah, you probably missed. You probably missed that this back wall down here. This is a fake back wall. there's another 1.5 meters behind it. So that's got to come out. Rip that all out, and then I can get to that extra meter. It's an 8 meter long bus, so it is a bit, well, it's a lot smaller than my current one. My current one's an 11 meter. But in saying that, my current one, I can't get it into half the campgrounds because it's too big. So practical reasons, I'm shrinking it to an 8.5, to an 8 meter. It does mean I'm going to have to cram things in here a little bit more, but it's still a coach. So from the outside, it's still very high off the ground. It's got lots of storage underneath it. So I do have room to put everything. And as I was saying to Wood earlier on, the aircon on this thing works feckin' brilliantly. So I'm not going to remove that aircon. I'm going to keep it. Yeah, 6 to 12 months, I agree. The last one I actually brought converted and didn't really do much to it. And the problem is, because I'm living in it, I can't really do much to it. It's yeah, well, that's all I did was actually add solar to it, really. I did not change the interior much at all. Yes, I've seen some amazing stuff in little vans as well. I have a lot of plans, but I'm an IT engineer, not a builder. So whether it's going to become a fantastic job is another story, but I certainly have plenty of ideas. And having lived in one now for so long, I know a lot of, yeah, it is a container on wheels. But having lived in one for so long, I now have an awful lot of idea as to what doesn't work and what should have been done to that current one, which is another reason why I've decided I'm going to take on a blank slate. Because there's a lot of wasted space in there where there's cavities he's put in behind the cupboards and things like that. And it's just, when you're living like this, you need every centimeter of space. Having this big cavity behind a cupboard that's wasted where you can't use it is just stupid. So I will not be wasting any space. Everything will be used. Yeah, well, for now, that's going to be it. I'm going to start ripping seats out of here tomorrow, so I guess I'll be streaming seats coming out. See how easy these buggers are to actually get out. Oh, that's interesting. Hello, Miss Rosie. Welcome to my new project. Ripping this thing that I've got the camera in, and me, ripping it to pieces and turning it into my new house. A nice 8 meter long bus. I actually thought those seats, I just noticed something weird. I thought those seats had legs on either side, but they do not. Yep, I'm doing the Primus thing. Or should I say I'm doing the Primus thing a second time. I've already been living in a bus for 12 years. This is the new one I've just brought to actually convert and turn into a home. So at least Primus's one was already half converted when he got it. This is very much a bus. Yep, I was the first one. Primus actually decided to do what I have already been doing for many, many years. But this time I'm actually planning on having one that I am going to drive and not just have parked somewhere living in it. I'm This one is very much going to be a take it out on the weekends and go somewhere else with my house type setup. Looks like fun. Enjoy a new crazy adventure. Yes, it is going to be fun. Definitely going to be fun. I'm dreading how much work I've got ahead of me at the moment. Looking at it like it is now, it looks very daunting with the fact that I've got to literally take everything out, get it right back to the skin so I can repaint it, put all insulation in, and then redo the whole thing. So it really is a full blank slate, this one. Yes, thought Primus did the Groby thing. Yeah, he did. But it's time for me to upgrade my current one. Really looking forward to actually being able to use this as a bus. Now, this thing here is a 2006. Will that delay the escape server even more than it is already? Yeah, it probably will. No, there's no problems about it. Yes, it will. Will I install the beehive so I can take them with me? There's an idea, but the only trouble is beehives don't like moving houses. You can do it, but although they can settle straight away, you've got to move them at least 3 kilometers. So you can't sort of just go park just down the road a little bit. You have to actually go a reasonable distance, and then you can let them out again. So, I mean, it certainly would be doable. There's no reason you could not actually have build a beehive into it, and they would live like that quite happily. You just have to shut them at night. So if you're going to move the next day, you have to shut them at night. Once they're all back in the hive, which in the middle of summer can be 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. And then, yeah, just let them out when you get to the destination, and you can stay there for, really, you need to stay at the next location for at least 2 or 3 days for them to find food. They'd probably end up taking over the whole bus. That's not unheard of. I watched quite a few guys who do beehive removals, and I've seen them remove them out of motorhomes before. So yeah, they could quite happily take over the whole bus. Oh, that's interesting. Something I just noticed. You guys don't see the fact that the bus is moving back and forth because the camera moves with it. Whereas I can see it happily moving back and forth and sideways. Yeah, I will be, but where it's parked at the moment is a temporary location. With the troubles and fun we had getting it here, we sort of just parked it in the driveway and thought we'll come back and deal to that later on. Groby Mobile. Yep. Hey, I mean, buses are a thing in ATS, isn't it? Or are they're going to be a thing, aren't they? Oh, Truckers MP, that's right. They're in Truckers MP. Yeah, you can see the curtains sway, but it's not so bad. I'm actually not going to get seasick watching me move around the bus all the time. No worries, Miss Rosie. Thank you for popping and saying hello. As I say, I'll be probably streaming this tomorrow afternoon. I'm fairly busy in the morning, but in the afternoon, I really want to get in here and take some of these seats away. I'm certainly looking forward to that. I think we lost Whit. We shouldn't have lost
I'll
Whit.
be back.
No, he's still there. I saw the voice meter move, so Well, I am going to finish up now because there's nothing I'm going to do at this time of night. It's too dark, and at the moment it's too freaking cold. Yes, it's 7 degrees. It's too cold. Leave me alone.